what is the structure of a virus is? Now, a virus basically, a typical virus would contain the structural parts that it needs in order to be able to invade and control a host cell. So this is a good question that can be asked. Which of the following parts are needed in order for a virus to invade and cause infection? A virus must have a capsid, which is a protein coat. It must have a nucleic acid genetic material, which is DNA or RNA, never both. Never both. Okay? And some viruses can have a outer envelope. Okay? So the ones that do have an envelope are called enveloped viruses. The ones that do not are called naked viruses. Any questions so far? Okay. Very good. So the external coating of the viruses is the capsid, which is the protein coat. Okay. The envelope is made up of it's made up of lipids. It's a lipid bilayer. It's a lipid bilayer. This is acquired from the host cell. This is acquired from a host cell. Remember, all cells are made up of membranes that have composed of phospholipid bilayer. The core of the virus structure is the nucleic acid, which could either be DNA or RNA, never both. Okay. Now, the word nucleocapsid basically refers to the capsid plus the nucleic acid together. Okay. The nucleocapsid is basically referring to the capsid and the nucleic acid together. The shape of the nucleocapsid can either be isohedral or helical. And we're going to go over what these shapes mean in a second. What is a virin or virins? A virin is a mature released virus that can infect and take over a host cell machinery and make more viruses This is a structural picture of a isohedral enveloped virus. You could see the nucleocapsid, which is made up of the nucleic acid plus the capsid. You can see the envelope as well. And notice that the envelope, it says that is derived from host cell membrane. The envelope contains glycoproteins. These are glycoproteins. You can see them. Sometimes they're called like spikes. These glycoproteins are needed to attach to host cell. They need it. Without these glycoproteins, a enveloped virus is unable to attach to a SARS-2 the SARS-2 virus, or the coronavirus SARS-2, is enveloped and it has glycoproteins that allow it to attach to our tissue and cause infection, the COVID-19 disease. This is a difference between a naked nucleocapsid virus because all it has is the capsid and the nucleic acid. Notice that the naked nucleocapsid virus has spikes, and it needs these spikes to attach. Okay. I have to take this phone call. Give me one. Okay, sorry. And then the enveloped viruses also have these spikes or glycoproteins. Okay, so again, the capsid is the protein coat that surrounds the nucleic acid. The nucleocapsid is the nucleic acid plus the capsid, and the capsomeres. Capsomeres are proteins. These are the protein units that actually make up the capsid. Okay, guys, pay attention for 1 second here. Okay, I cannot tell you how many semesters I've taught micro, and students got these simple questions wrong, okay, about nucleocapsid. They don't know, they got questions about nucleocapsid wrong. Okay, please know what these terms are. Okay, so I always ask this question: what features that are common to all viruses? All of them have a capsid whose function is to protect. All of them have a nucleic acid, which is either DNA or RNA. Some of them, but not all viruses have a envelope layer. Now, some important information about naked viruses. Okay, naked viruses have no lipid envelope. Structurally speaking, all naked viruses are isohedral in shape. Naked viruses are not easily damaged. They're not easily damaged by organic solvents. That means it is actually harder to get rid of or kill naked viruses. It's easier to kill enveloped viruses. Naked viruses are more resistant to killing by chlorination. A naked virus is released. When it gets released from a host cell, it causes that host cell to lyse, meaning that it kills that host cell. This is very important. It kills that host cell immediately. Okay? Because it kills the host cell immediately, naked viruses tend to cause only acute viral infections, and they do not produce persistent productive infections. Any questions so far? No? Okay. Now, enveloped